What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is White Gamer, and today I want to talk about the Playstyle Plus and the state of the Playstyle Plus in this year's game. So Playstyles got added 2 years ago in FC24, guys. Each playstyle affects gameplay. I highlighted that specifically. This was from the FC24 notes. Fast forward 2 years later, we're in FC26. We still have Playstyle Plus, and I just wanted to give you guys like my thoughts and opinions, and we're also going to go over the community poll to go over your thoughts and opinion as well, guys. But guys, the first thing is, at first I did like the Playstyle Plus. I like the addition in FC24, but the game relies too much on Playstyle Plus, guys, especially last year. And it did a little bit in FC24 for those that didn't play. But what I mean by the game relies too much on Playstyle Plus is that if you don't have, I'll give you guys an example. If you don't have Incisive Pass Plus on one of your archetype, whether there's a creator, the progressor, and there's another one that has it now, then you can't do good through balls. Like, you can still do through balls, don't get me wrong, but the through balls come out much better when you have Incisive Pass Plus. That's just an example. If you don't have the low driven shot plus, you can still do them, but they come out much better if you have the plus version. So what I'm trying to say is that, guys, that this game still relies on having good playstyle plus. And it's crazy because in the summer, during the pitch note of FC26, EA even acknowledged that this year they were trying to make the attributes weigh in more than the playstyle plus themselves, because they've seen from recent years that the playstyle plus was carrying too much, and it still does, guys. Like, if you were to use the Incisive Pass Plus, if you were to take out the Incisive Pass Plus, for example, and have 90 long passing or 96 long passing, for example, on this creator build, the through balls just won't be good enough. This game relies too much on those playstyle plus, and don't get me wrong, they did this year value the attributes a little bit more than last year. But if you're not using like the good playstyle plus that comes with the archetype, or a specific playstyle plus that comes with the way you play, then it's not like good enough for the game. Now, I also want to mention, guys, that some of these playstyle plus that come with these archetypes is so weird, and the creator is a perfect example of this. Let's go where it says more info. So the creator's inspired by Iniesta, right? So he was known for his through balls, his tiki-taka, just his passing was very good in general. They gave him inventive, which, okay, whatever, to bend passes, okay, fair enough. But then for his third one, for his new one that he got yesterday, when the third playstyle plus, they gave him game changer. They gave him the ability to do Travella shots, which blows my mind. Out of all the archetypes from the midfielder, this one should have been the one that had either Tiki Taka with Incisive Pass Plus or Long Ball Pass Plus, which is weird, guys. They gave him a Whip Pass Plus. This is not the only archetype that has like playstyle plus that just don't make sense. And we look at the Magician. This is inspired by Ronaldinho. Tech Plus, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, he was really good dribbling with the ball and doing control sprint, whatever you want to call it. Finesse shots, that's fine. But he didn't get the Trickster Plus. That's just another example. He should have had the Trickster Plus. Ronaldinho is known as one of the best or greatest skillers of all time, and they gave him the First Touch Plus. That's just an example. But there's a few archetypes where their playstyle plus just makes no sense, and I don't know who's in charge in EA of applying these playstyle plus to this archetype. But that's another thing with these playstyles, guys. It's just they don't make sense, most of them, for the archetypes that they come with. Now, another thing is, guys, I was, I think, reading on Reddit that some people were saying, for example, you know how you need, in order to unlock a regular playstyle, you need to have a certain amount of attribute value. People were saying that they should do the same thing for the playstyle plus. So let me give you an example. Like, if you want to unlock, let's say if you want to unlock interceptions plus, right? Just interception plus for any build you want. You would need minimum, this is an example, you would need minimum 90 interceptions and maybe something else. So people are saying that what they should have done with the playstyle plus, or in order to unlock your playstyle plus, was have a certain value for that plus. Like how we have for the regular playstyles. Like, in order to unlock regular playstyles, you need to have, you need to unlock a certain amount of value. Well, this should do the same thing with the plus version. So that what we do, for example, we go on the regular one. Like if I need ping pass, I need 85 passing and 80 short passing. Boom, I can just get that. So people are saying they should do the same thing for the plus version. But yeah, man, these playstyle plus, it kind of sucks that now, even more than ever now, ever since we got the update, now we have 3 playstyle plus. Some of these builds aren't that good no more because we're at a point, and I said this in my last video, we're at the point now in the game where you want to have an archetype that has 3 good playstyle plus, so you can be, so that your pro can be better than everyone else, or at least equal as good to everyone else. Now, I do want to go over to the desktop, guys, and we're going to take a look at the poll that we ran. But I also want to talk about that last year, actually it's like 6 months ago, we made a video similar to this, how the playstyle plus are killing the game, because last year in FC 25 it was really bad. Like you really needed the playstyle plus in order to perform stuff, and you still do this year, which is crazy. But let's go over to the poll, guys. So 3 days ago I asked thoughts on playstyle plus. Again, thank you guys so much for those that take part of these polls. So we had 1,000 people vote, which is a lot. 75% people said they do like playstyle plus, and then 30% said they dislike playstyle plus. So let's go over some of the popular comments, or whatever you want to call it. Let me zoom in here. This one's like one of the most I like the existence of them. What I don't like is the fact that you're restricted in their combination. Now, the main reason they restricted that's actually a good one though. That's a good question or good comment. The main reason they restricted them is because, guys, last year in FC 25, if you didn't play, you save yourself, because that was one of the worst games we had in years. In FC 25, the game relied highly on the OP playstyle plus, and people were running with the same playstyle plus. Low driven shot, finesse, aerial, power shot plus was overpowered for the first couple of months. Ping pass plus, quick step, and rapid. Those were like the meta ones from last year. I probably missed 1 or 2, but that's why you can't have any playstyle plus this year. Which I don't mind it. I don't mind not having, any playstyle plus you want. As the time has gone by on this game, I can see why they did it. I can see why they did it, because then people are going to be running with the same thing. Let's see what this person said. I remember a game where you could do all these gold playstyle plus things if you were good enough on the controller, instead of spamming a fully automatic boost and somehow attributed to something the player did. It killed the skill gap. And this is similar to what we were talking about at the start of the video, guys, and even a few minutes ago, that now, guys, like I said, if you don't have the incentive pass plus, you can't do good through balls. If you don't have low driven shot, you can still do them, but they just don't come out as good if you had the plus version or even the play style. And it made everyone look like everyone can pull extremely high skill pass. Maybe only top 10, 15, or top 5% can do this. This is the point, but it has ruined the game. And I understand where this guy is coming from. Like, you can't do basic passes anymore. Or, like, the core mechanics, you can't do them without having the playstyle plus, or having the regular playstyle. So that's why I kind of think, I don't know, it's not a bad addition, but I do miss the days where you didn't need these playstyles to do the core mechanics. How come not a single midfielder archetype has long ball? Is that true? Well, now the Maestro has it. This was 3 days. This comment was, or this poll as well, was before the update. But now the Maestro does have the long ball, but before it didn't, which it is pretty crazy. But now the Maestro has it. What they should have done is given a selection of playstyles to choose from instead of giving us 2 at the start. I know specialization offer a way to changes, but no, most of the specializations are shit. That is true. Most of the specializations are shit. I think there's only like 3 good archetypes that have good specialization. Off the top of my mind, the Progressor, Recycler, and those are the 2. Oh, and the Engine now. They have good playstyles from the specialization. Those are the 3 I can think of off the top of my head. They should have given the choice of choosing your playstyle plus. Like, imagine the Maestro gave you the option to choose 4. Long ball, ping pass, tiki-taka, incisive, or a mix of passing and dribbling. I can see where he's coming from as well. But, yeah, guys. Don't get me wrong. More than half people do like the playstyle plus. I don't mind them, but I just wish that attribute mattered more than the actual playstyle, in my opinion. But other than that, guys, let me know your thoughts on these playstyle plus. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.